Well, for this event,
Yeah.
different than others, I think that the industry's gone pretty far in terms of maturing and actually trying to understand what we face from a cloud and a hybrid cloud scenario to deal with true efficiencies across the entire spectrum, while still providing the compute and data sources and data resources necessary for growth in our industry. And it's not just industry growth, but it's applications in real world activities.
Yeah.
Right? People starting to talk about, finally, if you will, using AI as a means of understanding critical things like healthcare.
Yeah.
Or, people like to joke around with vehicles, but I believe it's instead of auto-driving vehicles, at least provide the automated mechanisms that machines can provide more so than humans.
Yeah.
For example, your eyesight capability.
Yeah.
Can it detect oncoming vehicles or traffic jams or stop vehicles, even during fog, for example? Machines can do it much better. Their optics are much better than humans.
Yeah.
And yet that simple activity, even though we know how to do it, isn't being done yet. And it's finally come to the point where the compute capabilities are feasible, both at the edge as well as moving up into some of these core data centers that will allow that to happen.
Brilliant.
I say finally because those that have been in the industry as long as I have been dying to see this happen. The unfortunate part is that it's such a integrated scenario. No one company, despite what they want to believe, no one company, not even one organization will be capable of realizing that future. What I think would be important, and I still haven't heard it yet within the industry, such as DCD forums and so forth, is this holistic vision. And the reason I say that is that there's this one vision that I think would be beneficial to everybody, which is this highly distributed, hierarchical in nature groups of data centers, different from the old perspective of these big monoliths hanging around. It's actually some monoliths, some regionals, as well as paying attention to the edge.
Yeah.
It actually integrates really well with newer technologies such as 5G. People talk about 5G.
Yeah.
There's also integration with some of the security aspects.
Yeah.
So that data residency and data context for AI can start residing on the edge, responsible to the people that are actually using it, which is on the edge. We're using those regional ones to go ahead and do the aggregation instead of dumping garbage data from the edge out to the center of data centers. I just wish that we could recognize that vision, that hierarchical vision, so that we can have the integration of these various industries, whether you're dealing with power, whether you're dealing with water, whether you're dealing with the physical infrastructure or the logical.
What do you make of the infrastructure masons idea?
I think it's fabulous. Because one of the frustration levels, especially for us old timers that have been through it, is that we hate to see people reinvent the wheel or redo mistakes.
Yep.
What's horrible is watching people redo mistakes, because it's sort of like slow motion watching people fall off a cliff. You want to tell them, please don't. Infrastructure Masons is a collection of professionals with the experience level of many, many years who would love to go ahead and impart best known methods, practical experiences, the gotchas to be careful about, things that quite frankly and unfortunately, a lot of young folks today aren't being taught.